All right, crew, you need weight, mat, and your ball today. Here is phase one. You, me, working together 2 rounds through. All right, so our first one, you're gonna grab your weights. You're going to stand with your shoelaces on the ball. Okay, so I'm going shoelaces on the ball, 1 foot on the floor. From here, holding both weights, shoulders back, I'm gonna sit into this. The ball is gonna roll back. Nice big stretch on that back hip. From here, I'm going to put all my weight into my heel. I'm gonna shift my weight back onto the ball. I'm gonna roll back forward, knee in line with heel, push tall to stand. Let's do this. Okay, so we sit. I shift my weight back onto the ball. I roll forward, I stand tall. Okay, sit. So as I shift my weight back onto the ball, that ball is going to try and throw me off balance. Then I shift forward, I push through heel, I stand up tall. So all of that core work and all of this leg strength and leg stability is happening as I shift my weight back onto the ball, and then I shift my weight back onto my front foot, and then I push tall. Shoulders away from ears, arms down by side, sit. We roll back, I pull forward, I stand up tall. You have one more here, sit, roll back, pull forward, push through heel, stand up tall. Let's switch sides. All right, now you may have more balance on one side than the other. Okay, here we go. Nice and tall for me, shoelaces on the ball, get set, arms down by your side. Shoulders relaxed, timer starting, we're sitting. I'm going to roll back, big stretch on that back hip. My knee moves backwards, my knee moves back in line with my heel. I dig in through my heel to stand up tall. Eyes forward, find something in front of you to focus on. If you can get lower than me, go lower than me. I want you to be able to have good range of motion and really good form, and then you adjust your weights or increase weights. I would rather you have great form with less weight to start with, build up that form and technique, and then add, more resistance. Keeping that in there for you, you're welcome. You can all make fun of me, but it happens, right? I was fighting for range of motion. I was fighting for that weight shift, and lo and behold, lost my balance and got right back into it. Last one here, we're gonna sit. We're gonna roll back, dig in through heel, pull forward, stand up tall for me. Wonderful. Okay, next one. You may want your mat for this. You may not. Everybody's a little bit different. We are going to put 1 foot up on the ball, hands on the floor. From here, I'm lifting my other foot off the ball, and I'm going to walk myself forward. And then I'm going to walk myself back. Okay, timer has started. On your marks, get set, away we go. So 1 foot off the ball, hands under shoulders, we walk, we walk. I want you to hit that end point where you feel like you can't go any further, but your back is strong, hips are strong, and then we roll back. I am not dragging my hands. I am lifting a little bit off the floor at one time, trying to keep my shoulders level, trying to keep my hips level, trying to have that ball roll out in a straight line and back in a straight line. We have time for one more. If you've done the double leg of this, this is a lot more challenging, and you may not get as far out. If you can get further than me with great form, go ahead. I would love it. And then please show me in person. All right, tiny little break. Whew, I rolled backwards on that one. We're gonna do the same thing, opposite side. Here we go, upper body, nice and strong. Lift that one leg off the ball, hand length at a time. You're gonna roll yourself out. Try to keep hands under shoulders, hips in line with each other so they both point towards the floor. Try and keep that one leg up. These are a lot harder than I thought they were gonna be. All right, keep going. All right, hand length at a time. Really strong through upper body, really strong through core. And then when you hit that end point, we slowly walk back. Arms are locked out. Tummy tight. Good. I think we got time for one more. You got it. You got this. I've got this. We've got this. Okay, tons of upper body strength on this. Fight to hold that one leg up. Tons of core strength. If you think of it, when you're on your skates and you're going from that stride and we're switching legs, all the way back up for me. You have one foot off the floor, one skate on the ice. Therefore, you need to have that core strength to balance so nobody knocks you off that puck. Okay, we're going sideways. So grab one weight for me. If you can handle both, take both. I don't know what size you have at home. Inside of your foot is now on the ball. I'm going to do a quick demo. You're gonna sit, elbow towards knee, come back to the middle, stand tall. Here we go, 1 minute on this side. Ready, you sit back, bum goes back, chest out, elbow to knee, come back to the middle, push through. Okay, keep going. I'm gonna chat you through this. Big stretch on that inside leg. So as I sit, my knee is in line with my toe. My bum is back, my chest is out, my eyes are up. I'm trying to get my knee to the outside of that elbow. I roll back to the middle, I push tall. As I reach that elbow towards the knee, I do not want that knee collapsing. Nice and strong. Big stretch here, you're halfway there. And then we stand up tall. Inside of my foot's on the ball. The ball's gonna be rolling sideways, so I sit. Elbow to knee, back to the middle, push tall for me. 10 seconds. We're gonna sit. We're gonna roll. We're gonna come back to the middle. We're going to push tall. Awesome, switch sides. Now you might have better range of motion on one side than the other. That's okay. All right, here we go. Hip, knee, foot, nice straight line for me. Nice and tall, inside of the foot resting on the ball. Let's go. You sit, elbow towards outside of knee. Come back to the middle in that low single leg squat. Push through heel, stand up tall. So we have a single leg squat, big stretch. Elbow, work through rotation, back to the middle, all the way up tall. Holding ends of my weights nice and relaxed. Shoulders away from ears. So a lot of our power in our shot comes from here, from our core, from our rotational strength, which is what we are working on while stabilizing on that one leg. Everything I pick for you is hockey focused, is sport specific focused, is rotational sport focused. Last one, sit, rotate, pull back to the middle, and then up strong. Okay, come on down onto your mat. We are going, ball between your feet. I'll do a quick demo, elbow under shoulder. This is our move. We're coming up, elbow to hand, roll back up and down. Okay, balls between my feet. We have 1 minute. Here we go. Hips lift, elbow under shoulder, elbow to hand. We come up tall. We come down, light little tap. We're not resting, back up. Rotate down. Come back, look at me, and then we're down. You keep going. I'm gonna chat you through. Lock out those knees. Hips are stacked, shoulders stacked. So I'm not rolling forward, I'm not rolling back. I'm coming up in a nice straight line as if there's a wall in front of me and a wall behind me. This elbow, my top elbow, is rotating down towards my fist, which is nice and relaxed, and then I pull myself back up tall and I bring those hips back down towards the floor with a light little tap. And then I'm gonna push strong back up. And then I'm gonna come down, elbow to hand. I'm gonna roll back up and through, down. We have time for one more. Big strong push as if I'm pulling on those hips straight towards my ceiling. Hand towards fist, roll back up, and then we are down. Change sides. Okay. We're not even done down round one. All right, lock out those hips. Here we go. Elbow under shoulder, fist nice and relaxed. We lift. Elbow to fist. We roll back up, wall in front, wall behind. Hips come down. Push, hips come up, elbow towards fist, roll back up, shoulder away from ear, hips come down. Keep working. Okay, again, those knees are locked out. Ball is between my shins, lower leg. I'm locking out so that my hips get stacked on top of each other, shoulders stacked, shoulders away from ears. And then I lift up strong as if there's a rope pulling my hips towards the ceiling. And then that elbow rotates down towards my fist. I rotate back up, wall in front, wall behind, shoulders stacked, hips come down. Great, lay on your back for me. Okay, one side and then the other if you haven't picked up on the pattern yet. Arms out, down by your side. I will show you the pattern. You're gonna lift that one foot up off the ball. We're gonna lift our hips, we're rolling in, out, and down. Here we go, 1 minute. Okay, one foot just lightly hovering. We lift up, we roll in, we roll that ball back out. Hips come down to tap, our butt taps the mat, and then we push strong back up. We roll in, we roll out, and down. Okay, let me chat you through. Foot can hover. Foot can be straight up towards the ceiling. That leg that is on the ball, I want you digging in with your heels, shoulders relaxed. We come up, shoulders, hips, foot, nice straight line. We try and roll that ball in a straight line back out. We come down, we're fighting for the tap. If you need to, you rest down. We lift up strong, shoulders relaxed, shoulders, hips, foot, nice straight line. We curl that ball in towards our butt. We push that ball straight back out, and then we easy control that foot down. Change sides. We're going right into it, opposite foot on the ball, opposite leg hovering. We come up. I want your palms up for me. That's gonna, a couple things, but one, prevent you from pushing into the floor so that you take some of the weight off that leg. I want that leg working. I want the hamstring firing, the back of the leg, shoulders relaxed, and then back down. So I'm lifting, right, lifting, shoulders, hips, foot, nice straight line, toes straight up towards my ceiling, opposite foot, hovering or straight towards ceiling, and then we bend that leg, pull that ball in towards us, push that ball back out, and then we bring those hips down to hover. You have time for 2 more for me, and then we're back up to the top. Good, strong pull, push, and then down. We'll see if I can stabilize on the ball on our first one. Good, big pull, big out, and down. Good. If you have some water, grab a quick drink. We're back up. I want both weights. This is the one where you guys got to laugh at me, and I don't want to say fall. I readjusted and had to stabilize myself as I struggled slightly. Okay, let's get going here. Holding our weights, 1 foot on the floor, 1 foot up on the ball, water is down. Chest out, eyes up. We sit, single leg lunge, big stretch on that hip flexor. We roll back, weight shifts onto the ball. I shift my weight back onto that front foot, I push through heel, I stand tall. We're only rolling through this, I said rolling with the ball. We're only going through this 2 times. So this is it on this poor little leg for this exercise. Shoulders down away from ears. As I sit into this, the ball is rolling back slightly. I shift my weight back onto the ball. My knee will travel backwards on that front leg. My knee travels forward as I shift my weight back onto that front foot. I push through heel, and then I stand tall. 1 more. Sit. Roll back. Dig in through the heel. Pull yourself forward. Stand up tall. Switch sides. All right, I got through 1 leg without embarrassing myself this time. Let's see if I can do this side. No guarantees. Okay, last time for this side. We sit. Whoa, you almost lost me right there. We sit. As you sit, the weight's in my heel. I shift my weight back onto the ball. I'm gonna get a big stretch on that back hip. I shift my weight back forward. I push through heel. I stand up tall. Shoelaces are on the ball. Shoulders relaxed. Sit into that front leg. Shift our weight back. Shift weight forward. Push through heel. Stand tall. tall. Now, if your pace is a little bit quicker than mine, that's fine. If it's a little bit slower, that's fine. Adjust your weights as needed. I want that range of motion. I want that stretch on that back hip. And I really want you trying to sit into this front leg. I want you to shift that weight back forward. I want us to be able to stabilize and balance as we pull back onto that front leg. Dig in through heel, push up tall. One more. Sit. And then we're all done with this exercise. Roll back. Pull forward. Dig in through heel and up. All right, upper body. This is by far what I think is the hardest. Maybe you disagree. Maybe something else is harder for you. Hardest for me, for sure. Okay, this is where we walk out over the ball. One leg hovers off the ball. Here we go. I'm gonna chat you through it. So hands are under shoulders. You hover that one leg. We slowly walk our hands forward. They stay really close to under shoulders, okay? And as I lift my one hand and then the other, I'm fighting to keep my shoulders level, which means they both point towards the ground. I'm trying to keep both my hips pointed towards the ground, and I'm trying to have that ball roll out in a nice straight line. Now, the further out you go, the harder this is going to be. The closer your hands are to the ball, the easier this is. What I want you to pay attention to is your back. I do not want this to happen. I do not want your hips to drop. Tummy tight, flat back, strong through tummy, strong through core, and then slow walk back. So I'm not dragging my hands, I am lifting. Now, I only got a couple sets in there, but I was really trying to chat you through it and show you perfect form. Okay, let's go right into that other leg. Last time for this, really strong. All right, so here we go. Actively push away from the floor. Really strong through chest and shoulders. Slowly walk yourself out, hand length at a time. We are not dragging our hands. We are lifting, and we're keeping our hands underneath our shoulders. That one leg is hovering above the ball, so it is not touching the ball at all through this exercise. As we come back, the further you get closer to the ball, the easier this is. Further out you walk, harder this is. Now, yes, we're working through upper body, but I really want you paying attention to how your back feels in this exercise. I want tummy tight, flat back. No pressure in your low back. I should not see your hips dropping. Shoulders, hips, straight line through this entire exercise. And you are done. Fantastic job. Grab one or both. Whatever the strength in those legs allows and range of motion. This is sideways. Sideways with rotation. Single leg strength and rotation through core for our shots. Okay, here we go. Inside of the foot's on the ball. Holding the ends of those weights. Knees, toes pointed towards me. Let's sit. Sit. Elbow towards outside of knee. Roll back to the middle. Push through heel. Stand tall. I'm going to turn sideways. You keep going just so you can see that when I sit back, bum is going back, chest is going out. My knees are not shooting forward. I'm shooting back. And then as I rotate, elbows aiming for the outside of my knee, I'm staying low as I push through heel to come back up tall. So I really want you to watch that knee position for me and hip. My hip is not rolling in and out. So as I sit, my hip doesn't get any closer to the ball. As I rotate, I'm trying to keep that knee nice and strong and stable. Push tall. One more. Big stretch on that inside leg as we sit, rotate, down and up. Switch sides for me. Last time for these. Then we have our two on the mat. Then you're free. I don't know if those are any easier, but at least we're almost there. Okay, hip, knee, foot, nice straight line. Toes pointed towards me, shoulders pointed towards me. Inside of my foot's on the ball. Weight is in line with my chest. Let's do this. Single leg squat. Rotation for your shot. Pull back through, dig in through heels, stand up tall. Tons of strength needed on that single leg. Sit, rotate, pull, and back up. Most hockey players, if you see them, my really strong skaters, have what I'll call my hockey bum. Let's get that hockey bum. Let's be really strong skaters. Sit. Tons of stabilization needed. Hip, knee, toe, nice straight line. Elbow rolls through, aiming for the outside of that knee. Pull yourself back up strong without getting any higher. Digging through that heel to push back up. One more. Sit. Big rotation. Fight for that range. Pull back through, digging through heel. Stand up tall. Awesome. Okay. I'm going to give you an option here. Keep your weight. So if you would like on this, we're going into our side planks. You can keep your weight in your top hand. Okay, so ball is between my ankles. My knees are locked out. Hips are stacked. Shoulders are stacked. That top arm can come up here with a weight if you so choose. Ready? Here we go. Up. Elbow to fist. Roll back up, and then we come down. Now, another option is, so we have here with or without our weight. Another option is, and as you roll through this, you can do this in round 1 too, is you come up from your hand. So we lift here, elbow, whoa, I got it, elbow to elbow, roll back open, hips come down. Okay, we push strong back up and through, elbow to elbow, and then back up, and then we're down. So it's an option you can add in as you get better, as you get more stable, as you get stronger through this pattern. We can add weight, and you can come up onto that hand on that bottom arm. One more for me. Big strong up, elbow to fist, strong open, control on the down. Switch sides. Okay. So all of those options apply, again, with or without your weight, on your hand or on your elbow. Hand or elbow or locked in under your shoulder. That is very, very important on this. Okay, let's get started, and I'll keep being bossy. Up we come, elbow to fist. We open back up tall and then down. Now remember all my cues. Lock out your knees. That will get your hips stacked. That will get your shoulders stacked. Feet are stacked on top of each other. A wall in front and a wall behind. This hand on the floor is nice and relaxed. Hand up behind our head, can have that weight. We lift strong, shoulder away from ear, elbow towards my fist. I roll back up, wall in front, wall behind, shoulders stacked, hips stacked, feet stacked. Control on the down, tiny little tap. Pull strong back up as if I'm pulling on those hips with a rope. Rotation, we talked about how important that is for our shot. Open back up, control on the down. Let's go one more. And at any point, you can be up on your hand on that bottom arm, and you go elbow to elbow. All right, back of legs. Here we go. This is it. This is it. This is it. Okay. Pick a foot, any foot. It stays on the ball. The other foot is hovering or straight up. Here we go. You have 2 minutes left. We lift. Shoulders, hips, foot, nice straight line. We curl in. We roll back out. And then we come down. Let me chat you through it. Shoulders relaxed, arms by your side. Palms are up. Keep those shoulders away from your ears as you dig in through your heel to lift. Shoulders, hips, foot. Nice straight line. We bend that knee, getting the ball closer to our bum. We straighten that leg back out, and then we drop our hips and tap the ground, and then push strong back up and through. All right, so the back of that leg that's on the ball should really be starting to fire up now. You still have 15 seconds left on this side. So I want nice, big, strong up. How many good reps can you get in? Okay, because we're almost there. Let's curl it. We got 10 seconds. Let's lift, curl, down. Good, up, curl, and down. Little tap, up, curl, down, and rest. Woo! That's a hamstring kicker. Okay, other side. This leg's been resting, we're fine. We can start right away. Shoulders relaxed, and up we come. We lift, shoulders, hips, foot, nice straight line. You curl that in. Fight to have the ball roll in a straight line. Fight to have that ball go out in a straight line. And then those hips come down to tap, and then we push strong back up. This other leg can hover lightly above the ball, or it can go straight up towards my ceiling. Our palms are up, our shoulders are away from our ears, and we're curling that ball in, and then nice, easy back down. Again, that whole back side, this is it. This is it, this is all. You're done after this one for phase one. End of phase one is in 15 seconds. So our last 15 seconds, what do you got for me? Increase our pace, or if you've been at this pace the whole time, well done you. If you did not fall off the ball like I did once, well done you. All right, last one, up, curl, in and down. Oh my gosh, back of my legs are gonna fall off. You did amazing. We did amazing. That was awesome. Great work. Grab a drink.